welcome to another episode of All Four Downs Podcast. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the NFC South, my predictions, and definitely it's going to be a wild prediction as, man, there's been a lot of turbulence in the NFC South. We're going to cover that and much, much more. Thank you for joining me. I'm Ovi1, and we're going to continue with my predictions. So if you follow through, I've already covered the NFC East, the NFC North, and now the NFC South. As since 2011, the New Orleans Saints has been on a winning edge, right? 117 wins, 77 losses. However, they haven't been to the Super Bowl since 2011, right? The Atlanta Falcons made it, the Bucks made it, the Panthers made it, but the only team that was successful were the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And of course, we all know that it was Tom Brady who was responsible for their success. But if you look at it without Tom Brady, I mean, the Tampa Bay Bucks has been on the losing edge. 81 wins, 113 losses. The Carolina Panthers, man, they've been up and down constantly. And it's more of trying to find their identity. And of course, all four teams have gone through some type of turbulence. But the Saints having 5 NFC South titles, the Panthers with 3, and both Falcons and the Bucks 2 each. And listen, it just gets a little weirder because we're trying to get to know these head coaches, right? Especially for the Saints, Dennis Allen, who's taken over second season, 7-10 the first season with the Saints. Overall, he is 15-38. But can he spark the Saints with all the changes? They got Derek Carr as their starting quarterback, but we're going to get through a few of those rosters momentarily. But if you look at the schedule, again, Dennis Allen's going to lead the team for the second season with starting quarterback Derek Carr. I am more focused and wanting to know what's going to happen between the Saints and the Packers, the Saints and the Jaguars, and definitely the Saints versus the Vikings. Last year, the Saints fell short 28-25. And I'm wondering if Derek Carr was the starting quarterback last year, could the Saints been different? Could they have gone and won like 5 more games? Right. Andy Dalton was the starting quarterback, and there's been a lot of injuries to the organization. Alvin Kamara, hopefully he is healthy. He's entering his 7th season. And again, there's just so much to drive on here, right? And could it be that these individuals, Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, and Michael Thomas, all 3 of them be in sync and lead the Saints to another division title? Could that happen? There's just so much unknowns on this one. Moving on to the Carolina Panthers. I'm intrigued on this one because, one, Frank Reich takes over as the Panthers head coach. He got fired from the Colts. Now he comes over with the Panthers, and hopefully he found his home. Hopefully he has a lot of say-so in finding the right quarterback, right? Because there's been a lot of quarterback controversies here and there, right? Baker Mayfield was with the Browns. He ended up going to Carolina. Then he got moved to the Rams, and now he's with Tampa Bay. But then also Deonta Foreman, hopefully I'm saying that right, the running back for the Panthers, he's no longer there. He moved on to the Bears. And DJ Moore, the wide receiver who led the team in receiving yards, he also went to the Bears. So what's going on for that offense? And I think the Panthers, with the right help and leadership of Frank Reich, I think they're going to be okay. Maybe so. But they did draft Bryce Young in the NFL draft. And number 1 overall, he's coming from Alabama. They say he got the IQ of a genius to be even the starter for week 1. So we'll see on that. But they also got Miles Sanders from the Eagles, Adam Thielen from the Vikings. I mean, you got the right leadership to mold Bryce Young to be an awesome quarterback. But can they do it this season? Can they win the title? Again, the unknown, right? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Todd Bowles leading the way. Again, 8-9 last year, but he does have a tendency of losing the team. He did it with the Jets. First year, won 10 games, didn't Then was not successful in the playoffs. That's why he was 0-1. But then, I'll take that back. He didn't go with the playoffs with the Jets. However, they were there last year with the Bucks as they got eliminated. But he is 8-9 with the Bucks, 34-50 overall. And I'm scratching my head as what could Todd Bowles do as a head coach to lead the Bucks? There is no more Tom Brady. But what else is there, right? Leonard Fournette is no longer with the team. He's still a free agent. Mike Evans is the wide receiver. Pretty much the only power offensive player in that team, in that offense. Okay. They lost the safety, Mike Edwards. He went and took off to the Kansas City Chiefs. So again, what possibly could they do in this schedule? Baker Mayfield will probably most likely be the starting quarterback. Rashad Moore might be taking role as the starting running back. And as I mentioned, Mike Evans, the only all-star available in that offense. Kyle Trask is the backup quarterback entering his second season. He's coming from the University of Florida. And more about Kyle Trask, I mean, this is the guy that was able to, opt out of the bowl game just to be on the NFL draft, to get drafted and everything else. And I'm saying to myself, look, these players opt out to get to the NFL draft for what? To get paid? Maybe so. But if you're eager to be the starting quarterback, explain to me why Trask is not the starting quarterback for the Bucks right now. It's crazy, right? So you're going to sign Baker Mayfield to take over as a starter. But Kyle Trask has at least a season under Tom Brady, but yeah, you're picking Mayfield to be the starting quarterback. That just tells me one thing. Trask is not good enough to be in the NFL. What else can we say about it? Moving on to the Falcons, which I think the Falcons are definitely going to show everybody what the Falcons is all about. They got a lot of talent, young youths. They got speed. They just got that dynamic that they might do something this year. Now, this is my prediction. But moving on, the Falcons, Arthur Smith, his second season. I'm real curious on this schedule, how they perform head to head with their rivals. That's right, Carolina. That's number one. Tampa Bay, number two. And of course, New Orleans. I think those 6 games total will make a difference whether or not the Falcons are legit or they just average. Okay. They let go of Marcus Mariota. He went to the Eagles. They got Tyler Algier as the running back, but more on the running back later. Drake London is the wide receiver. Rashad Evans is the linebacker that left. He's a free agent right now. And Jalen Hawkins is a safety that remains there with the team. So at least a little bit that they kept the team together throughout the off season. Desmond Ridder is going to be the starting quarterback for the team. I like this guy. This guy is fire to me. Okay. He done well with the University of Cincinnati Bearcats. You got Bijan Robinson, who got picked up in the first round draft. He's going to be the difference maker. If there's anything, I'm going to tell you right now, Bijan Robinson is more likely going to be the rookie of the year. Okay. And if not, he is going to be the top rookie in the running backs. So if you're in a fantasy and you're trying to figure out who you want for your running back, you want Bijan Robinson there. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, he might be sharing the ball with Tyler Algier, but I'm going to tell you right now, Robinson's going to get the most because he is very explosive. And I've seen it in the University of Texas. He's played against good teams, especially against the rivals of the SEC teams, right? He's going to be all right. And yes, I know Texas is the Big 12, but they did play very well against Alabama. And then you got your tight ends, Kyle Pitts and Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith is a veteran. He's played for Tennessee and New England. But being there, especially for Pitts, they're going to be a dynamic tight ends there, man. They're going to take that playbook from the Patriots. They're going to make this happen. So therefore, my overall prediction for the NFC South, you can call me crazy all you want. Here we go. I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons to win the division. I believe that they can make it 11-6, plus or minus 2 games here and there. but I still think that they will win the division. New Orleans Saints 9-8. Yeah, they got the talent. You're gonna call me crazy about they just picked up Derek Carr. That's all they needed was the quarterback. I'm gonna tell you right now, they need a lot more than just that offense. Okay. The Carolina Panthers 8-9. That'll be a good first year for Frank Wright. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, I think they're gonna have a major setback this season. And it's all because of the head coach Todd Bowles. And he should be on the hot seat. And if not, listen, if they're halfway through the season and they're not winning, expect Todd Bowles to be replaced immediately.